Boom. What the fuck? I need better lights. Shit is dark. Shit is bleak. Boyfriend, are you trying to do something? Are you trying to do something? Can you do something, boyfriend? Did nothing at all. Hey, y'all. Okay. How y'all like my hair? My hair is like mad cute, right? Like, you know, mad cute, right? The bang. You see the bang? I'm all defined and shit. Look at that. Check that out. That shit is gorge. That shit is hot. That shit is on fire. Anyway, you are everything. Okay, so lyric is everything. It's been a while. A while. It has been a while. A while. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because Bad Girls Club pissed me off, so I don't want to do that shit. I might do it tonight, depending on what happened in this episode. I think it's gonna be gully as fuck, so I'll probably do it. Real Housewives was boring as fuck, but I heard that reunion will be popping, so if y'all want me to do a review of that reunion, let a girl know. Any other shows y'all want me to do, let me know. Also, somebody asked about the shot on Sunset or some shit like that, and I watched it, and I didn't really like it. Like, not enough to do a review about it, you know what I mean? But as always, I show him proof to give you a review of Basketball Wives. Yes. Episode 8 of Season 4. This was mad interesting. This was fucking awesome. I laughed a lot. And it's not just because I'm a little inebriated. It is because Tammy was going fucking hamster damn in this episode. Yes, she was. And let's get on with the episode, shall we? Okay. So, the episode, basically, like they all do, picks up where the last one left off, with Evelyn throwing bottles and plates at Kenya, and Kenya not really walking away. Like, she's actually going to will whatever she's throwing at her back at her like a fucking power. Like, she's a charmed one or some shit. Like, she's just eyeing the fuck out of Evelyn and moving very slowly. Like, Evelyn isn't coming at her with something that could be considered a weapon. I don't understand. And Tammy jumped in between them. And Tammy ain't really trying to stop the fight. She just don't want Evelyn to catch a case. So that's where we at with that. And Shawnee is pissed, kind of. Like, Shawnee was too scared to really show how pissed she was that Evelyn threw a bottle that damn near hit her fucking head. But we're not going to get into that fakeness. Oh, no, we're not. Hey. I can't really see you as long as you don't lean back. Gosh, you've been in my videos before. Anyway, I'm just making a fucking mountain out of a molehill or some shit. They sit back down. Susie recaps on how she almost got decapitated with a fucking bottle. And she really was. Like, that would... Her head was, like, right here. She would have had more hair on her head like mine. It would have hit her hair. Like... That's how close that shit was from hitting her in the fucking head. If she wouldn't have stayed low like she did, she'd have been out for the motherfucking count. Because the way that bottle was going, it would have went straight into the back of her fucking head. And I don't know if she would have lived to tell the story. Ev basically is pissed and is like, I'm out for blood. I'ma sling that bitch every time I see her. She's fucking crazy. Why she was looking at me like that, I'ma fuck her up. I mean, she was just going ham. And it just was kind of like, really, bitch? And then you see, like, them rushing her out of the restaurant with all the white people in the background. And it becomes increasingly embarrassing that these people are the same skin tone and or, you know, have the same ancestry as me. It becomes a little embarrassing. I'm going to have to give it to them. Thank you so very much for making me be ashamed to be black for a millisecond. Just for a millisecond. Anyway, because this shit is just bomb. I mean, this caramel she's of color. She's black. And she was fighting with another black bitch around a table with other black bitches that let the shit happen, knew the shit was going to happen, and still proceeded to sit there like they didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. I said it. What? I don't give a fuck if she Puerto Rican. That's still black. Puerto Ricans ain't nothing but some black people that was washed out a long, long time ago by some people that spoke Spanish. Look it up. Then we get to Jen and Susie, and they're working out. And Jen looks like she's pumping up for a fucking fist fight. They're talking about how the fight between Jen and Royce was stupid and they should get back together as friends. And, you know, now that Evelyn isn't in the way, basically. I hate the way nobody ever mentions the fact that the only reason Jen was all up in arms against Royce was not really because of the shit she said. I mean, she cries about, oh, she was on Twitter saying shit, even though I can't say one thing that she said. Then she went and talked to Eric, my ex, who was trying to get her into some movie shit, but he probably was lying. Either way it go, Royce wanted to tell you, but before she could tell you, somebody else told you, which is how most of the bullshit on this show starts, with somebody telling somebody something and saying, I'm going to tell them when I get a chance to tell them, and then that person going the very next or same day to tell them the shit that they were told not to tell. I'm just saying, if you understood that, thumbs up. Okay. So then Jen is like, how does Royce feel about this? And, you know, Susie was like, Royce basically feels the same way that you do. She feels hurt. So they decide that they're going to meet up to discuss the situation and trying to kiss and make up. Yeah. So Evelyn, Shawnee, and Tammy meet up next. And they meet just so they can talk about, laugh at, and basically recap the situation that happened at that restaurant where Evelyn threw that bottle at that chick Kenya. That one chick Kenya. And Tammy is, you know, that's when she says that, you know, Evelyn just needs to be lucky that a bottle didn't hit her in the head. Shawnee says how scared and how fucking, you know, shell-shocked she was that a bottle got thrown in her head. And I'm like, why? Do these hoes not always throw glasses and drinks and water and martinis and fountains and plates and knives and forks? These bitches are always throwing shit that we are supposed to be using to eat or drink. They always do. I don't understand it. Whatever. Like, if I'm eating, I'm trying to grub. Fuck all this bullshit. Can I get that steak, please? Asparagus tips. Thank you. Evelyn basically thanks Tammy and Shawnee, you know, especially Tammy, for getting in between the shit so that she didn't catch a case and end up in jail, even though at the table she was like, I'll catch a case. It's nothing. It's nothing. The faces she was making at that table had me fucking crying laughing. That bitch was like, so, did you say it? No, I mean, I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me you said that shit and you gonna get 2 to the motherfucking dome. I want you to tell me you said that shit, bitch. And then she, you know, drank a drink. Y'all saw me, you know, reenact that shit, but I just decided that, you know, since I was all bucked up and shit, you know, they showed it. Why I couldn't, you know, talk about it in the episode. Oh, yeah, Chad definitely will not be a mob husband for your ass. Chad will be fucking the next thing flying in on a plane if you go to jail, Evelyn. So you better keep that cookie close to home. All right. They talk about the Shawnee, of course, says, let's go to a beach. Let's go out of town. I want to go out of town, Shawnee. Shit, I'll go and I won't start a fight. I just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? They decide they're going to go out and they ask if it would be cool if Jen comes. Like, why do you have to ask Evelyn if it's okay for Jennifer to come? Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, it sounds like they were going to invite her anyway, but I doubt it. But Evelyn was just like, man, look, I'm going to just be chilling on some Zen shit. Fuck Jennifer. I ain't worried about her. That's what she said. Yeah. They start practicing the faces that she's going to use when they're talking and Jen's in the room. She's like, but she can't look happy. You know, like, she can't be, like, smiling and shit. Because it's like, does this bitch think we cool? Like, what the fuck? No. She was like, she was going to be like, look at, Tammy and Shawnee were just like, look at us if we're talking to her. Like, yeah. Word. Why are you over there now? Just get it together. There's a mood. So anyway, then we go to Jennifer and Kenya meeting up to go get what? To go get some fucking wine. After wine bottles have just been thrown at her cranium, she wants to go buy some wine so that she can invite all of these crazy bitches to her music video showing. Like, she doesn't know they're going to tear her a new asshole as soon as they see the fuckery. I'm just saying. So anyway, move out of the way. My dog. Anyway. Jen and her huge tits. I mean, did you see those things? Like, especially in a fucking confessional, her tits are like low and huge. And she just, I mean, I just wanted the camera to go down just a little bit more so I could see what the rest of it was. Because, I mean, Lord. Did she get a boob job? Were they always that big? Did I miss something? I don't know. They just were way more noticeable in this past episode. But anyway, she says that she will come. She's not worrying about nobody else that's going to be there. She's going to come because, look, listen, I can get along with anybody, okay? Listen. So then we get to Evelyn and Naya, her assistant, meeting. Evelyn can't believe that she's getting married to Chad. She's all in love with him. When she looks at him, she just knows that's him. That's the one. She asks, what's her last name going to be? Is it going to be Johnson or Ochocinco? Because I kind of like Ochocinco. And it's like, bitch, you are marrying Chad motherfucking Johnson, okay? And when he stops being a fucking football player, he's going to be Chad Johnson. And he was doing way better in the NFL when he was Chad Johnson. Not no fucking Ochocinco. He ain't Puerto Rican. You may be, but that nigga is black. And when you marry him, your fucking name will be Evelyn Johnson. Just like some other black bitch that work at the fucking post office, bitch. No different. Anyway, hyphen. Bitch, give me a break. She can't believe how her friendship with Jen has turned out. Then her assistant Naya was talking about how her and Jen had become friends. And now that Jen has all these new Hollywood friends, she wants to act brand new. And, you know, I guess she must be throwing shots at Nene. She talks about how she's going to need her help with the planning of the wedding. She has 5 more months to plan her wedding. Yeah, right, bitch. And she hasn't planned any of it. Yeah, right, bitch. And they're still getting married in July or August. Yeah, right. When July and August get here, if there's a wedding, I will put the pictures up on this bitch. I'm just saying. Like, they've been talking about this wedding for forever, and it's like, Jesus Christ, when is it happening? It's a Susie meeting with Jennifer and Roy so that they can talk about the situation. Jen shows up. She's very cordial. She's very sweet. She sits down. There's an awkward moment. Susie is breaking the ice. And then they proceed to talk about the situation. Royce shows that she's more hurt than she let on by basically getting teary and red-eyed, saying that she feels hurt and that if you can tell her one thing she said on Twitter, she will apologize. Jennifer says that she was hurt by her saying the shit on Twitter and about hanging out with Eric. And she says, and I've apologized and we talked about that. And every time we talk about it, you just shut me out, blah, 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 blah. So then Jen was like, okay, if you didn't say that, I mean, I was getting it from a third party. So that must mean Evelyn was telling her that shit. And now that she's not friends with Evelyn anymore, she can believe that Evelyn was lying as if Evelyn wouldn't have lied before. I don't know, but that's just what it seemed like to me. So they make up, kiss, kiss, hug, hug. We're rebuilding friendships. Susie, shut the fuck up. You will never get a Nobel Peace Prize for anything you do in your life because you are a slut. That's as simple as it gets. Anyways, so they cool now. Wow. Then Evelyn and Naya are going shopping for save the date invitations for her wedding, which should have been sent out 10 months ago, but she's a little behind, so she says. What the fuck ever? She's looking and she's getting all intimidated because she didn't do what she was supposed to do, and the wedding is coming up and she's so nervous. Oh my god, getting married. Oh, bitch, if you so-called rich, pay somebody to get that shit done for you. Pick out your fucking dress and show up on the day of. What is the big deal? Whatever. Then we get to Kenya's crazy fucking screening. This was the funniest shit of the entire episode. I kid you not. So, Shauna, who is the owner of Diva Glam, I don't know exactly. They never state what type of business that is, but I'm guessing it's some kind of consultant type firm. You know, like I guess, not a consultant as far as business, but as far as image consulting. That's what I'm guessing it is. For, you know, chicks that want to be in a business or something like that. I don't know. But either way, she just so happens to be Tammy's cousin, and they work together from time to time. Everybody shows up, and then they start going in on Kenya. They tell Kenya, you need to find yourself because you have been walking around here turning into everybody. I mean, you want to be Tammy. You got Tammy's hair. You got Evelyn's purse, and You've got, you just stealing Jen's whole stilo. You got all the Louboutins that Jen be busting. You got them. You know, Tammy's just reading the piss out of her. And then Shauna was like, we need to see you. We don't see you. That shit is not appealing. Like, they basically just ragging on her fucking ass. And it's hilarious. And then Roy says, you know, turns to Jen and says, she's obsessed with you. She's obsessed with you. She wants to be you. She loves you. And Jen is like, this shit is uncomfortable. Oh, God, can we just watch the tape? I kind of like how Jennifer stayed out of everything. How she just sat back and watched. She was in peanut gallery mode, and I love her for it. Anyway, so Shauna tells her, you know who you should be? Single black female. And if y'all don't know, that's like saying, if you ever seen a movie Single White Female, it's about this woman who moves into another woman's apartment and steals her hairstyle, fucks her boyfriend, kills her boyfriend, steals her clothes, and then basically makes it seem like she was never there. Like, you know, she doesn't really have any family, any name. It's just some crazy shit. So she just basically assumes the identity of this woman and plans to kill her. So that's what they're saying Kenya is like. And I totally agree. I agree. And then she actually makes a comment saying she doesn't understand. She's been like this, and maybe she is a mixture of all of them, and that's what makes her so beautiful. Crazy people say crazy shit like that, Kenya. So you're making me think you're fucking crazy. Like, seriously. Like, in that way. Like she's on a pill. Like, she has to take a pill every couple of hours in order to keep from killing someone. Like that. Kenya's fucking nuts. Just in case you didn't know. That's what happened. Everybody's like, what the fuck? And Susie is like, you need to do something that complements your age. Right, bitch? Age. I'm not calling my boyfriend a bitch. She turned to Tammy, and Tammy was like, age. And she was like, age, bitch. Act your age. Look your age. Man, jeez. So this shit was funny, and Tammy was like, "Bitch, don't nobody come on now, Susie. Don't nobody care that she 40." I'm just playing, girl. I'm just playing. Really, Tammy? That shit was hilarious. I laughed hard as hell. Anyway, then Shauna told her, "Girl, I hope you didn't show this video to nobody else. Keep that shit as a keepsake." Jen is like, this shit is crazy, because she showed them the video and the dancing was horrible. She looked like she wasn't even trying. The song, the beat wasn't bad. It was catchy. It sounds like something that if you gave to the right person, they could probably really make that shit a hit. Her voice doesn't sound too bad, but it is definitely auto-tuned. I don't know what the fuck they were hearing that we didn't hear, because they were saying that she could sing, and that wasn't any evidence to me that she could sing. Anybody can talk a song. Anybody can do that. And you know, Royce was just like, the dancing was tired. The dancing was not executed properly at all. And you know, what's your girl? Oh yeah. So Kenya says some shit about when Tammy and her group wanted. She's like, when y'all wanted to work with me, and Tammy was like, no, bitch, rephrase that shit, because you saying that like you're doing us a favor by working with us, and that's not what it is. So, you know, she was like, you may not have meant it that way, but that's what you said, so rephrase it. So Kenya is refusing to rephrase it. Even when Royce tells her, please just say that when y'all wanted to, you know, when I wanted to work with y'all, or when y'all wanted to work, just rephrase that shit, or the tone. It's really the tone, because you can say it either way, and it'll still sound fucked up. But it's the tone that she used, and she purposefully used that tone. See, I think she do shit, and then like just to see what'll happen. Like, she say little shit and she do little shit just to see what'll happen. So I understand Evelyn's aggravation with this bitch, because I think she's doing it on purpose. So they basically just ran her through the fucking mud. And then we get to you know, Tammy was like, this whole thing, she's still in 1992, and I don't know what's so horrible about that. 1992 was a good year. Everybody was still alive and shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, so we get to Tammy and her mom meeting up, and Tammy basically tells her mom that she kind of blames her for not protecting her for when she was getting inappropriately touched when she was a child. She didn't realize what it was, but she kind of blamed her mom. She also mentioned the fact that, like I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all that Tammy was cold as fuck? She's very unaffectionate. She's unaffectionate because her mother didn't show that love to her. So her mom starts crying, boo-hooing, and her mom is doing it. I'm not gonna give it to her. Her mom was very pretty for, you know, a very older, you know, she looked like she was like in her 60s. But she looks really good. She's a nice looking lady. But anyway, that was the episode. Next episode is when we see Jennifer get the shit smacked out of her by Evelyn's assistant. I can't wait to see that shit. That shit will be hilarious. So, yeah, this was the video. Like it, comment. Tell me how you felt about this episode. I love y'all. Hey to all my new subscribers. I'm so happy you joined my channel. I have buku of them bitches. So go down the line. Watch them. Even if you've seen episodes, some of them are mad funny and just have me doing crazy shit in it. Like, not crazy shit, but, you know, just singing and acting a fool. But check them out. And, yeah, y'all spread the word. Share me. Share me on your Facebook. Share me on your Twitter. Say you like this YouTube video. Hey. So, yes. It's been hot. It's been good. It was a good episode. And I will probably see y'all for a Bad Girls Club tomorrow. So, yeah, peace. Peace.